Welcome back to the Married at First Sight Season 12, Episode 10 review. This is Couples Couch with
Pat.
And I'm Cam. So let's get into this week's episode. But before we do, it has been brought to our attention that Pat was a little negative last week, and y'all didn't like that. So Pat is on a journey to be the best version of himself.
Peace and blessings. Last week it was brought to my attention that I had got a little too negative. And after further evaluation of my own actions, I have to agree. So this week I went on a spiritual search to find peace and happiness. So brothers and sisters, this week I will not be being negative. It will all be positivity and light.
He's a work in progress, y'all, so bear with him. Let's get into this week's episode. Let's see if he can do better.
I'm still going to be great.
So episode 10, let's just give it to you straight. It was dry as Popeye's biscuit again.
Horrible.
You guys, I'm so sorry that we have to do this episode, this review, but we're just going to give it to you because we're here so we don't get fined for not doing Couples Couch for you. But it was very dry. There wasn't much to talk about. But we're going to try to give you the best review we can on this show. What do you think?
I'm going to give it to you the best I can, but
I
can only work with what they put out. And
they're not giving nothing. This
Paige and Chris
show
saga
isn't giving what it's supposed to give. Like, I don't know.
You need to stay off TikTok.
I know. I'm sorry. It's just like, I don't know. So we're going to review it best we can. But we're going to tell you right now, this episode was dry. It was trash. And, shout out to Vincent Basura. I think that's how you say trash. Let's get into episode 10. This is going to be a high-level overview. We will not get into every nitty-gritty detail if you are new to our show and do not know. But if you do know, let's get right into it. So the show opens up with the couples having less than 5 weeks till decision day. and Virginia and Eric are sitting down at their kitchen table, just having a regular old conversation, talking about like passwords. And Virginia asks Eric, are we going to be sharing passwords, or do you want to share passwords? And he's like, social media passwords or bank account password, because he looked like, I ain't trying to share that with you just yet. We only known each other 2 weeks.
Yeah, you have to stay sober for 2 weeks for me to trust you with my password. I'm sorry.
Giving you my bank account information. They hit on the topic of social media and phones and passwords and stuff. And Virginia asked about having passwords to the cell phone as well. And Eric was like, you can look at my phone all day. Like, I have nothing to hide. And she was like, well, how do you feel about me texting guy friends? And he was like, guy friends that you have a past with? Or just like, what are you talking about? And she was like, no comment, really, right? Because that's what she was, that's what she was alluding to.
Yeah.
And then she brought up about their Facebook pages, like, or do you have a problem with me liking their pictures and being friends with them on Facebook? And he's like, I really don't think that you should be friends with them and liking their pictures. And I don't know. This is a touchy topic. What do you think?
I mean, I think if both her and her ex, whatever, can both act like mature adults and just have innocent conversation, then I think it's okay. And, I wish the best for all involved, her husband, and her Facebook buddies. How do you feel?
I don't like that. I don't want you to...
Man, if you don't get the... I wish you would.
Liking Tyrone's Facebook page that, me and Tyrone then had an entanglement from years ago. And here I am liking his half shirt up, half shirt off type of Facebook post. I'm totally making this up.
It don't sound like it. Very descriptive. You painted me a picture. I think I seen him around. He been around my kids? He probably at the gymnastic. He probably with a gymnastic teacher. Let me find out.
Not
I'm gonna check the roster. It pays gymnastics.
One of the parents. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, but I don't.
Man, you are crazy.
It's
the fact
touchy.
that you're asking,
that you know it's.
I already know it ain't up to speed. Like, and maybe some of y'all are tight to your friends like that.
Yeah,
and y'all close. I don't.
It's hard because everybody's gonna have a whole different viewpoint. So don't even come for us in the comments. I'm just telling y'all right now. I personally, I know what I would do. I trust myself. I trust you too. But he's still a man, y'all. So it's like, I don't know if I want to let you out there in these streets to be liking all of your ex-girls' pages. Not saying you're going to do something wrong.
But here's the thing.
I don't know.
You never told me, I don't want you to have no exes on your Facebook page, blah, blah.
No.
You never said those words, and I don't believe I ever told you who you can have.
Never. You've never said it.
But I made it abundantly clear somebody I'm with ain't gonna have this going on.
Right. Because I just feel like you kind of open up room for an entanglement. Maybe.
Kamara.
Not all the way. So I'm kind of torn. So I'm talking out of both sides of my neck now. So don't come for me. Yes, maybe we can, trust you to go ahead and like Tanya's page from 10 years ago.
Y'all can trust her to do whatever you want.
I don't know. Just saying it makes me feel some kind of way. Like
somebody
I want to be like, what
I'm with. Or I'm not going to be with somebody who goes behind and likes their ex's pictures.
But it's not even a go behind.
Let
You're
alone
saying it out front.
No, I'm not saying go behind. Like they post it, you go behind and like it.
Oh, got you. Okay.
What's wrong with you? I know what I'm saying. This is my first language.
Go for it.
I'm sorry. I'm kidding.
You're supposed to do right.
I'm sorry.
Getting off track.
Nah, but not here. Not in this house.
No, I just feel like for the safety of everybody here in this house, it's just best for you not to do it. I'm with Eric then. And if I have to take a side, I'm on Eric's team. Eric said he don't like that. I don't like it
Absolutely.
either.
She hasn't made a decent point all season.
And you know what I will say too? Honestly, you could honestly be the person just genuinely saying, oh, that's cool, I'll hit like. But then people take likes as like you like them. You know what I mean? And it can be translated to your ex as she still want me and all this other stuff. So we don't want to leave the room open for all that. Too many possibilities there. That's just my thoughts. My thoughts.
Yeah, I don't talk to nobody like. And I don't know. A like is whatever. Like, what if you posted a picture, somebody liked your picture? Like, you don't control who likes your picture.
You really can't. But you can control who you're friends with to have access to like it.
True.
So there it is. And let's move on to the next scene. Next scene shows Dr. Viviana is now making her visits. That's what this episode is really about. Dr. Viviana is coming around and seeing everybody. So in this scene, Dr. Viviana shows up to meet up with Brianna and Vincent. She touches on the topics of how when making a joke goes wrong with Brianna and Vincent. And they spoke about the champagne incident when Brinson.
You always do
I know,
that.
I can't. When Vincent spilled the champagne everywhere and Brianna kind of made her little jokey joke and he didn't think it was funny.
It was.
It kind of was funny. And the "that's so Vinny of you" comment that rubbed him wrong. Dr. Viviana says she thinks when things hit him wrongly, he should just simply stop and think for a moment and say, what did you mean by that? How long has Dr. Viviana been married to know that in that moment when your spouse says something wrong, the last thing you're going to do is stop?
They didn't say nothing wrong.
Really think.
She didn't say nothing wrong. I still refuse to. I know y'all are out there like.
Brianna didn't say anything wrong.
Yeah,
I think it was Dr. Viviana.
It's like split. Like Brianna didn't say nothing wrong. I don't care.
She wasn't. It wasn't.
If you can't take that, you ain't cool enough for me.
Yeah, there was no malicious intent behind what she was making the "that's so Vinny of you" joke. That's
yeah,
for sure.
there was a joke, but then they're saying that she's always bossy and
that's the thing. When people get a stigma for you, they just want to put that on you for everything.
Seen it.
That's
I haven't seen it that way?
You haven't seen her being bossy that
I mean, she could be bossy, but
yeah,
to the point, like, you was about to leave the house and...
I know. That was a little extra. Extra. That's when Dr. Viviana said you should stop and think.
Okay.
What did you mean by that?
Act like an adult.
He said that he felt mad because he just thought it was disrespect, and then they brought up the thing about the dancing and how he went off there, and he said he didn't do well because he felt like he didn't dance well, and then his shirt was mad tight, and those two things compounded and created the reaction that he had.
Like, I came in with a negative mindset. And also, I put on some weight, and my shirt was really tight, so I felt really uncomfortable. So that added on to that. But I reacted. She been cooking.
So Brianna encourages him to, not try so hard, not to, try to impress her so much. Just be your natural self.
Yeah,
and that's good enough.
Yeah, Dr. Viviana basically said, you're trying to act too cool in front of your wife.
You're trying to impress your wife.
Which I get it. People have told me, like, yo, you're trying a little too hard. Just be yourself. Calm down. You're in the 9th grade now, and you're getting into high school, so you have to be more mature. That's what you say to young kids.
I was like,
not a grown, married man.
Next scene. Paige is shown straightening up her apartment. She says she hasn't heard from Chris since their last meetup, since the last episode. She says she called and texted, no answer. She wants to understand, what are they doing? Like, she said that she still invited Dr. Viviana to come over to talk with her, to help them navigate their relationship, and to see what it will look like in the future. Chris shows up to the apartment for the meeting, though. He said he showed up to the meeting because he has paused his thoughts on divorce. So when Dr. Viviana arrives to the meeting, she says she doesn't know who
Control Alt Delete.
She says she doesn't know who Chris is today because the person that they interviewed to be married at first sight is very different to the person who he is today. She asked Paige.
He was a Subway owner then. He's not now.
She asked Paige, why do you want to stay in this marriage? Like, what do you want? And she said, I would like to at least have a minimum of one FaceTime call a day.
I don't want to feel pressure. I don't want it to be like, hey, yo, you have to call me at this time, this many times per day. It kind of feels forced, like, slightly.
What are you being forced to do?
I don't know.
Can I be honest with you? This is the least forced scenario I've ever seen. And to be honest, it's pretty minimal. I mean, she said a phone call. She said a text. I mean, come on.
Apparently, Chris doesn't want to do that. He doesn't want to feel pressured. It feels like that's too much for him. That's too much for him. He doesn't want to be boxed into a corner of having to call this many times a day, which she asks for one phone call. She's asking for the complete bare minimum, and he can't even meet her there. So Dr. Viviana's like, you know what? If you can't do that, and you're not motivated to be passionate about trying to at least build a friendship, then maybe you need to have a whole different conversation. And I knew exactly what Dr. Viviana was alluding to. She was like, you need to be talking about having a divorce if you can't even have a phone call once a day, a FaceTime. Okay, so this is just my suspicion. Can I give my suspicion? He don't want to FaceTime her because he don't want to show that he's really at Mercedes' house every night. That's why he can't do it. Or whoever else's house. Let's not just put it on Mercedes only, which is his ex. What's your thoughts? Oh, sorry, I got these allergies are killing me. Go ahead.
I hope Paige finds the strength within herself to see the light and go head first. Either way, either be with him
Come out.
or don't be with him. But I hope she finds the peace.
Ooh, child.
That's stupid.
Next scene, Dr. Viviana has sent over some exercises for the couples to do, and this will help them to encourage conversations that people or couples typically try to avoid. So Brianna and Vincent got a question that said, if I could change one thing that you do, what would it be? And Brianna's thing was for Vincent to adjust the shower head in the shower after showers because she's a lot shorter than him and it is hitting her in the head. I completely can relate to this issue because every time Patrick goes into the shower, he turns the shower head not all the way to his height, not only to his height, but then it's like on stream or something wild that will blow my wig off. Like,
you gotta get that back massage.
And then he leaves it like that, y'all. So he just literally just walks out the shower like, who do you think is coming to shower next behind you? Not only is the thing all the way up here, but I can't even reach it to freaking get it back to where it's supposed to be and then adjust the freaking setting. That's too much. This is the things they don't tell you when you say your vows. Like, you know, I promise to adjust the shower head after showers to make your life a lot easier, Kamara. No, I gotta be in here calling him. I'm already ready to get in the shower. Can you come and fix this?
Instead of being so negative, if I were you, I would probably appreciate the fact that the shower head being a little high is the only worry that you have.
Who said that was my only worry?
Can't be any other ones.
Anyways, I feel you, Brianna girl, for real. See, because you don't care. Next is Clara.
Blow your wig off tonight too.
You know what? Next is Clara and Ryan. They get a question or a few questions actually. One of the questions were, the thing that would make it harder for me to be intimate with you is, and Ryan kind of hesitated for a second. He said that would be easy for him. It's trust. Trust is his thing. He's heavy on, trust is a big thing. But he is like really like on that. I don't know who hurt you, Ryan. Like somebody hurt him. Why he's this way?
Somebody need
He's
to
guarded.
hurt him.
He's very guarded. Huh?
Somebody need to hurt him.
Jesus. Then the next question is, what is your favorite sexual position? And he's like, ooh, that's an aggressive question.
What is your favorite sexual position and why?
Man, that's aggressive. You just take it as it comes. Wasn't a great answer.
No, that was a horrible answer. That's not an answer at all.
He turned into Steve Carell in the 40-Year-Old Virgin. Like,
it was so awkward.
Like a bag of sand. What? I'll take it how I get it. No, you won't, because it's being thrown to you and you ain't taking it.
He's really not.
Tell the truth. What's your favorite sexual position? None. By myself in the shower.
Clara even went as far as saying, I'm just living in Ryan's world, I'm along for the ride.
You gonna lose your chick. You gonna lose your chick, Ryan.
I'm starting to think that maybe there's got to be more to this for him. Maybe he's really religious and don't want to talk about this on screen. Maybe he's thinking his parents are watching. I'm just throwing ideas.
And maybe Clara is getting to the point where she don't care about none of that.
I don't think so. I don't think she looks very, very frustrated. Like, very frustrated.
You gonna lose your chick, Ryan.
Oh my God.
Soon as filming, how many weeks they got left for filming?
They got less than 5 weeks.
He better, if they stay together, he don't get his act together. Soon as she hit them Atlanta streets.
You know what? It's on and popping. It's on and popping.
She gone, Uncle Mac.
Next scene shows Dr. Viviana after she had left Paige's apartment with, Chris was there. Paige decides to pull out some paper and a pen to start making a list of days and times that they're available to, you know, kind of make this friendship stronger. They put down their planned
Setting
activities.
appointments to be with your husband.
Planned activities.
And you the one
Fire
writing
outcome.
down this, like...
And he's sitting there like this the whole time. I feel like we're becoming like a broken record here.
Not me.
I'm ready for decision day. Anybody else? Drop it in the comment section below if you're ready for decision day. I feel like what more is there to see with these couples? Paige, you're being pulled into what direction? You're being pulled nowhere. This is a waste of your time. And maybe you're doing this because you have to, because of the contractual agreement you made with the show.
Ain't no contract in the world gonna say you gotta put up with this.
This makes no sense. And he just didn't even really seem into it at all.
Cause he's not. He hasn't changed his stance since the morning after y'all knocked boots.
Yeah, that's true too.
And got married. Got married and knocked boots.
Yeah. Yeah.
He has not changed his stance.
No. And it's like, what do you do?
He has never once said, I want to be with you. It's always, I think I'm falling in love with you.
Yeah, because he don't want it.
I feel like I'm missing out on this.
He don't want it. He don't want it. He don't want it.
Go ahead. No, I wish peace and blessings.
Not peace and blessings. Dr. Viviana then made her way now down to Haley and Jake to talk about, you know, where they're at with their relationship. Haley said that they're just starting to really start talking to each other on a regular basis. Like, they haven't been good at all.
Look, y'all don't like each other. Well, he might be into you, but you don't like him.
She's just not that into you. Like that movie.
It's just, it's one of those situations where I think she just don't want to say I don't like you.
She don't wanna hurt
said
his
it in
feelings.
every other way
She
other
has said
than...
it in every...
And he is the type that is like, all right, well, if you don't like me, I'm not going to play the game.
Right, yeah.
Like, I'm not going to play along. Don't buy me clothes when you told me you don't like me.
Yeah, try to
and
dress
when
me
you,
up.
and then when Dr. Viviana, and that's her job, she comes through and try to soothe over and make him, you know, get him back on track, get him back trying to be.
Yeah.
And he's like, for what?
Like, there's no work that can be done here unless she finds a physical attraction towards me
And it ain't what happened.
tries to work towards this relationship.
And he's not
I just
interested.
honestly think that Haley does not, at the root of everything, she does not want to hurt his feelings on camera. Not to say that she would do it in like behind, you know, off camera.
But
either.
she definitely doesn't
wanna
not
do it.
into him at all.
She's not into him, and she doesn't want to say it to make him feel bad. So I think that's why it brings her to tears every time.
It's like not the superficial stuff. I'm just like, I connect with people so easily, and I just do not. Like, it's hard. Is there physical attraction?
She's just here so she don't get fined.
You know what? I honestly believe every couple here is here so they don't get fined. That goes from Chris and Paige, Haley and Jake, maybe even Clara. Not so much Ryan. I don't know. She might be trying to just stick around so she don't get fined too.
I can't believe
she's not
that
getting her needs met.
I can't believe that Ryan likes her and is simping out like that. I can't. So I gotta believe he doesn't like her.
Maybe he doesn't like her too. So maybe he's here so he don't get fined. And did I miss anybody else?
But they're doing everything else. Vince and Brianna.
I think they actually like each other. Vince and Brianna. I really do.
I think Brianna likes the
be
person
smiling
Vince
so
is
hard.
showing her.
Oh, that could be true.
And
too.
that's the thing about being so high on somebody.
Yeah.
If and when the truth comes out, it's a longer fall for them because they were so high on this person.
Yeah,
and
it's gonna be a harder fall
if he doesn't live up to it.
Yeah.
But you know, they're a
Well,
whole
we digress.
3 weeks in, so
Yeah, we digress. So let's get back to Haley and Jed. Dr. Viviana's on their couch trying to hear them out. And Haley says that, you know, the connection, she's tried so hard to connect. She connects easily with people, and she just cannot seem to get a connection with Jake.
because she don't like him.
And she started breaking down. That top lip started to quiver. she was going through it in that moment, and then it really made me see like she just really doesn't want to hurt his feelings to say, I don't like him. she can't just directly say that, you can't say that without hurting somebody's feelings though too,
But he should have picked. This is the thing about being forced to be around people. When it don't work, it's ugly.
It's true.
It's awkward and it's not. It don't make for good TV.
So Dr. Viviana asked them, do they want to try to find, that connection? And they both say yes. I feel like their mouth is saying yes, but especially Haley's body language is saying, nah, I'm good on this, but I gotta say yes for the sake of the show. So she gave them a task to wake up, give each other a kiss, go to sleep, give each other a kiss. Let's see how that exercise or task is gonna work out for them later in the show.
This is so weird because you would never naturally get to this point.
What do you mean?
Like, you don't get to a point where you're well, I hope you don't. Maybe people have. I've never gotten to a point where I have to be like, all right, I have to give her a kiss in the morning. I have to give her a kiss at night.
That would be very weird to me. Because now it feels like a chore.
Yeah, like a forced
interaction.
Yeah, you would never. That would never.
No, because if I'm not thinking about just giving you a kiss, then I'm not gonna do it. Like, I'm not just gonna be.
You gonna give me a kiss?
That's Stevie Jamie. Give me a kiss. Let's move on. Next scene, Dr. Viviana visits Eric and Virginia. They sit down to talk about how they have opposing views on things, and I think they have like liberal versus conservative views. I think the Facebook friend thing was also a trigger for them, so they're talking indirectly at Dr. Viviana, and she's just like, oh, okay. Eric says even though they have opposing views, he can just agree to disagree, and Virginia is like, she holds on to stuff. Then they get onto the topic of kids, and Eric is like, I want to have kids ASAP. She's like, I maybe 50-50 want to have kids when I'm 30. He's like, I'm not waiting 10 years to have kids. And boom, that was pretty much it. They still talking about the same thing they talked about on day one. There was nothing really else going on in that scene.
But ain't yet talked about the real issue.
The drinking. Like, let's talk about that before you start trying to make a baby. You gotta remember who you have to make kids with.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Like, let's not forget. So, I mean, I'm just saying, don't be so hell-bent trying to make a baby when you need to realize you should be a good mom.
Eric, bruh.
Yeah.
Pump your brakes.
Slow down a little bit. I know you
this
want,
ain't the one, bro.
I know you want the whole family thing, but just slow down a little bit.
She not the one. He wants that conservative.
Yeah.
Stay at home, I'll go work.
Yeah.
But not stay at home, go out drinking and fall asleep on people's couches.
No, you don't want that.
You stay home, make a strawberry cake when he gets back off the road. Like something like that's what he's looking for. You think you laugh.
No, I'm not.
He's trying to turn this party girl into
a housewife.
And not even a house. She's in people's house.
Next scene. I'm going to slide right by this. They continue on, doing their exercises from Dr. Viviana. Brianna and Vincent play a blindfold game, and that's it. I mean, there wasn't really anything much to go into detail about, so I'm going to slide right past that. And let's go back into the Dr. Viviana visits. So now she meets up with Clara and Ryan. Clara's still struggling because Ryan is still withholding sex. Ryan is saying he wants to build a foundation, which we all heard 9 times in the last 10 episodes before he gets married. He said they've only known each other for roughly 3 weeks, and he's just not ready to take it there yet. Clara says every time they have a moment, Ryan is the one to say, hold up, stop, let's stop here. She says 100% of the time he's the one telling her to back off when it gets too heated. She then reveals to Dr. Viviana, though, like, we're doing everything that is sex except the actual intercourse. So what is the difference here? And, Dr. Viviana was like, maybe he's a virgin.
I'm starting to wonder, do you think he has maybe been dishonest about whether or not he's a virgin? Oh.
Completely blew our minds. I was like, well, you know what? She might be onto something. It blew only my mind.
It took you this long? Like, Dr. Viviana, soon as the girl said she wanted to have sex and he said no.
Yeah.
I thought 2 things.
Okay, so we know what you thought. So we don't know exactly what it is, but Clara doesn't want to believe either that could be the case. She said he's always so honest about everything, and why would he be dishonest about that? My child, marriage is going to teach you. Your husband can be honest about 1,000 things, but there's going to be something that it may make no sense to you, but he will lie about it. You will learn, and it'll be something very minute that you'll be like, why would you lie about that? That's dumb. But to them it makes perfect sense.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly. So I'm just saying.
Wasn't me. You got proof?
I'm just saying.
You got a video?
I'm just saying. You never
Testimony,
know.
statements.
There's still people. Not testimonies. There's still people. So you just never know. But I'm not saying he's lying. I'm just saying. I don't know.
How old are they?
I don't know how they're in their early 20s, I believe, or mid 20s, or maybe late 20s, but they're in their
mid
20s.
to late 20s. A mid to late 20-year-old male. If he's a virgin, it's very possible he lied about it.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true. I mean, it's a high probability. More on this topic. So Clara and Ryan
18-year-old male.
They're still talking to Dr. Viviana about, sex and all this stuff, and they bring up the topic of meaningful sex, like, connecting it to having something that's meaningful behind the sex, not just having sex. I've never had such a conversation.
The boy ain't got no dog in him.
That could be it.
Is that so? He don't got no heart. He got it. It's not there. He can lift all the weights he want. He get all the muscles he want. He don't got the dog in. Because if he did, the dog would have ate off that damn haircut. I don't care. I said it.
Dr. Viviana stopped back in to see Haley. I guess she had more to say on the topic of, her physical attraction to Jake and her being picky and picking him apart. But the whole time she's trying to get her thoughts out to Haley. Why is Haley's dog sitting right here?
Why the dog was right in her face the whole time?
Like, literally in Dr. Viviana's face, and she's like trying. I guess the dog has something he wanted to say, but he was literally right here in her face the whole time. So anyways, she says that she tends to pick guys apart, and she's very picky, and she knows that's part of her problem, and Jake has been very kind to try to change himself for her, and she wonders if he's doing too much to change himself. She
don't like him.
I know. No matter what she do, she's just like, I wonder if he's doing too much to change himself. And Dr. Viviana,
you the one making him do all the changing.
And now you're second guessing if he's doing too much. This is why you were single, Haley. This is it, right here. This is it. If we ever doubted or ever wondered why, you just told on yourself. All right, so Eric and Virginia are doing their exercises, and they set a timer to talk with, I guess each person has a certain amount of time to talk without being interrupted. That would be hard for us, because as soon as you say something that I feel like needs further clarification, I'm gonna cut you off. So we should try that activity. Eric and Virginia are doing their exercise, and Eric reveals that every relationship he has ever been in, the person has cheated on him. Why though? But why is this? Maybe that's why he's already like, I don't want the guy friends, I don't want the Facebook likes, I don't want the none of that.
Definitely why.
He's like already on it more than normal because of what he has experienced in his past. And
every girl, bro.
That's crazy. So he said this is the reason why he doesn't trust, which makes sense. Anyways, Virginia goes on to mention that her parents divorcing was really hard on her, and that's why she worries about having kids, because she doesn't want to put them through that. Okay, we get you. So that was what... Yo, do you guys feel like this episode is just dragging out?
Oh my god!
Like, I can't take it. Like, it's so dragging.
I don't even want to watch next week.
Oh my god! Can we just skip a few episodes?
Just tell me what they gonna do at the end.
That's it. That's all we want. Like, I don't care about any of this small stuff.
Y'all might not see me again till decision day.
Let's get into the last few scenes before you leave.
I'm not dumb enough to watch this show no more. Y'all can't put me on this stupid roller coaster.
Before you leave the show, can we get through the last few scenes? Because I'm almost about to leave with you. Let's get into it. Wait.
Yo, I can't watch the show no more. This show is like a roller coaster of stupid and dumb. Yeah. I'm sorry. It's heels.
You're supposed to be
it ain't gonna work. Listen, I can't ride because the shoulder harnesses will not drop down for me to get on this roller coaster. There's an aura about me that won't allow the dumb decisions and obvious stupidity.
Red flag.
We're about to get into it even more, but I can't ride the ride. I have to sit here while everybody gets on the ride and rides it, and they come back and then they get off, and I get down, I get in the seat, and then the damn things, they won't come down. I can't ride it with y'all. I'm watching y'all ride it, and I want to enjoy it, and I want to believe that it's something, but
You good? Can we go on to the last few scenes of the episode? This is stressing him out, y'all. Where in the heck did you go? Oh, you need a drink?
Alright.
Alright. You good? I don't know if this should be in the scene for what we're about to talk about in this scene. So Chris shows up with chicken and a Bible. So he walks in the door to meet Paige for Bible study.
The devil always does.
They bless the food, the chicken that he brings, and he holds her hand for Grace to say grace like this.
Can I bless the food?
I'll let you do it.
You always want me to bless the food.
Come on, bless it.
All right. Give me your hand.
You hold hands on the prayer?
Yep. I'm giving honor to God, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for just bringing us together today for fellowship, God. I pray that we can just
hold her hand to say grace. It might as well have been like that. It was like COVID. Just hold me like, how do you do it? Like, why even hold her hand like that if that's how you're going to hold her hand and say grace? So they bless the food. He barely holds her hand.
I brought Chicago to Atlanta. Yeah,
oh, the chicken.
I brought Chicago to Atlanta. Now you can take Chicago back. Take it right back to Chicago.
So they read Isaiah 55 and they talk about what their friendship will look like. They explore that, and Chris gives his perspective on what that covenant looks like for them as friends. After Bible study ends, the devil has entered the apartment. The devil came right on in after he never left. And Chris reveals that he wants to tell Paige something. And anytime he starts with that, you already know it's some foolishness.
This week, I bought her a brand new Benz. I'm bringing a king or a queen into the world, so they need to ride in a chariot.
He went on to say how his ex had a car wreck 6 years ago and her life should have been lost. Paige was taking deep breaths, like she didn't want to hear none of this. And
peacocking.
He was like,
she ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah, he was like, she's been taking ride shares and she didn't have a car and she's bringing a king or a queen into this world, and I want her to be comfortable until, to have the baby, to take the baby around. So he bought her a brand new Benz. If I could be in Paige's brain, I know she probably thought, so you bought her a Benz and I got chicken?
3-piece.
That's what I get from this? Chicken and you
3-piece.
Coleslaw, a biscuit,
3-piece. Breasts, 2 wings.
And she's like in a mash, and it's like,
yo,
really?
And he said, and like the new lease I got from Mercedes, I want to start over again.
No, he didn't. Oh, for him and his ex.
Him and Paige.
Oh, him and Paige.
They restarted earlier, but they got to restart again. Yeah.
After this, how many reset buttons can we hit on this? This is too much, y'all. I'm done. I got nothing, y'all. I literally, Pat and I are here so we don't get fined because we really feel like we need to ghost this whole situation of Couples Couch for a few episodes.
I'm here for y'all.
We are, but I feel like should we just ghost these next few episodes
I feel like you might not have a choice.
Day? Because they're not talking about nothing.
Learn how to be up here by yourself.
I be by myself here.
I got things to do. My old flag football team just started. They play on Thursdays.
Oh, so you about to leave me? You see how this is?
If these episodes is the best you got to offer for me to review.
Me? I'm not the producer of Married at First Sight.
That's the show you picked to review. I'll come back here and give y'all a review of the flag football game. It'd be more entertaining than this.
Man, this
Paige
is dry.
and Chris go back again as soon as they get close to being friends. Boom! Chris hit you with another one.
It's. I see.
About the baby mama Benz. That sounds like a hook song to
I see a trend. It's just a trend, and I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. But I'll give you what happened in the last scene of this episode.
But the rest of y'all enjoyed. Roller coasters are fun. They really are.
I'm moving on. I'm done with this. I want to be done with this.
You up here now. Your over-the-shoulder harness won't close. They won't let you ride it. But it's buckled. Nope, can't get on. You are not dumb enough to ride this ride.
All right, last few scenes. Haley and Jake are making their way to bed. They're now supposed to sleep in the same bed together for real. And they're tasked with giving each other a kiss before bed. And Jake said, "Are you going to give me a kiss?" She's like, "Nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm not doing that." And I'm like, Jesus. Not even a peck she can't. Like, you had sex with him, so what is this, the kiss going to hurt at this point? Nobody's not making you. I'm just asking.
You never had sex with somebody you didn't kiss?
No, I don't roll like that.
I'm just playing.
So he didn't get nothing. He was trying to make a joke like, so we're not going to spoon or nothing and nothing. She's like, nope. So he was like, all right, I'll give you a fist bump. You going to leave me hanging? Gave her a little fist bump. And that's how they ended their night. So she didn't complete her task. Said she wasn't ready.
Like him.
I wasn't ready. She wasn't ready. Kevin Hart. Last scene of this episode, Virginia sets up a special night for her and Eric. She cooks, and then she had like a fruit platter. That thing looked so picked over.
Yo, Kamara was
dogging like, why does your fruit platter look like the what left that was in the fridge? Like, it had a little bit of Chex Mix and M&Ms.
It had a cheese block this big. Either that was one solid piece of cheese.
Or a cheese stick she cut.
Or who eating. Or, you know what it might have been? She might have took the cheese right out of the Lunchable. You know what I mean? Stacked and just like there's over there the 3 strawberries we got her right here. You just gotta pull the cheese apart.
It was bad. I mean, like that fruit tray. But I know she trying to be nice and we trying to be right, so she did a good job.
I wouldn't eat her food.
Anyway.
I'm not eating her food. Have you seen her house?
You know I don't eat from people. So anyways, she says that, you know, her worry is that they're not always going to be able to keep the marriage fresh, that right now it's the honeymoon phase, but you know, I think that's really the most realistic thing I've heard on the entire show, because this is the honeymoon phase. If they're in, you know, not for Haley and Jake, they've been left that phase.
With her attitude, their relationship is as rotten. Virginia
and Eric. Okay, we'll work back on them. Okay.
With Virginia and Eric's relationship, she wants to keep it fresh.
Yeah. They talk about keeping their marriage fresh, and Virginia says she worries because, you know, she knows they're in the honeymoon stage and she's not sure if it'll be like this forever.
Man, their relationship is as rotten as her liver.
That is it for the episode 10. We got nothing else. We've given you all, you know, I don't know if y'all seen that TikTok video. Like, this is not even giving what it's supposed to give. Like, I wasted my time and my money. Like,
anything.
This is so busted.
Whack.
Isn't that trash in Spanish?
I don't know. I told you I don't speak Spanish.
Ah, you look like you should. Just kidding. But anyways, that was it for the end of episode 10. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Let us know what you think about this episode. We're interested to hear. Did you think this episode was just as dry as us? Do you think that this is now just dragging along?
Just get to decision
We
day.
just need to get to decision day.
Can we sign a petition?
I wish we could. Like, this is... Just skip the next 5 episodes. Is that how many until decision day?
Bro, just release it like a Netflix.
Should
like,
we
let us
just
binge it.
skip? Should we just take a little bit of a break until it's decision day? Couples couch. Let us know in the comment section. Do we need to just not do the next couple episodes because there's nothing going on here?
This is the worst episode.
This is terrible. I mean, I can't take much more. That's just me. It's just getting dried and played out, and I'm tired of seeing all
Hopefully
these.
the Unmatchables are better.
That might be a good show. Should we review the Unmatchables? That's another good question. Let us know in the comment section. That's like the spin-off show to Married at First Sight.
Reviewing Wet Paint Dry would be better than reviewing this show.
And be sure to hit the like button to support our channel, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you guys for subscribing, the ones that who have.
Paige is stupid, dumb.
Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode. He's still trying to change y'all. He's a work in progress.
Peace.
Bye, y'all.